Professor Chalmer, thank you for joining us today. First question, is NATO making the current Ukraine crisis involving Russia and the West more difficult to solve with, for example, the forward deployment of American troops in Poland?
Thank you. No, I don't believe NATO is making this concern any more difficult at all. To the contrary, it is the consensus of 28 nations within the alliance as to what NATO does or does not do. So the sovereign nations and how they feel about any particular issue will be what drives NATO to behave in a certain manner. As nations wish to participate in improving or aiding the considerations of resiliency or security for any of their fellow NATO nations, they will do so. They can do this within NATO. They can certainly do it bi or multilaterally.
Thank you. NATO has 28 members, and yet it seems that it is the United States that's one of the only countries, if not the only country, showing political resolve to strengthen the security of alliance members like Poland during the current Ukraine crisis. Is this an incorrect impression?
Thank you. As one of the 28, the United States, of course, can choose to share its perspectives with the other 27 nations to seek assistance, to develop the ideas or the policies that might be of use to my nation or any of the 28. I don't believe that in the final consideration it will be only one nation that is assisting any other. I think over time, and we're at the very early stages of these concerns, I think over time we will see more nations involved.
Last question, Professor Chalmer. Does the Ukraine crisis underscore that NATO is outdated or essential for stability in Europe and for transatlantic security?
NATO is an excellent civil organization with a very strong military part to it. What I feel most is importance of NATO is that it provides an ability for 28 nations to come together to discuss anything that they consider to be putting their sovereignty, their political independence, their own security at risk. And the North Atlantic Council provides a body to do that. We have an upcoming NATO summit in September of this year. And at that summit, I believe there will be a communique that discusses how the nations themselves have during the summit agreed on language that they feel useful to answering your question and to dealing with the concerns not only emanating from Ukraine and elsewhere, but how we in future will deal as an organization of 28 nations.
Professor Chalmer, thank you very much.
It has been my pleasure to be with you.